Yo, it's your boy Cool Blue, back at it again with another video here on the channel. Thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. Today is March 27th, 2021, and the title of the episode is, How Much More Embarrassment Will We See This Season? Now, for anyone who watched that game the other night against New York Rangers, the Flyers decided to not show up once again, and they decided to get embarrassed by the New York Rangers once again. So, on Wednesday, the 17th, the Rangers put an ass whooping on the Flyers, 9-0, in Madison Square Garden. Now, they're in their home stadium. We have some fans back. So, you're playing in front of a crowd again. You're in your building. And you put on a clinic on the offensive end. And you beat us 9-0. If I'm in that locker room, if I'm the Flyers, I'm thinking to myself, all right, you beat us on your own home turf. Okay. You kind of just accept it, right? You move on. But then when you look ahead in the schedule and you see that you have a chance to beat them again, or you have a chance to play them again, not even it was just barely over a week. It was 8 days later, okay? And you're on your home turf. We're in the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Wouldn't you think, you know what? It's payback time. We're going to get this team. We're going to show up, and we're going to play so hard, and we're going to make them pay for the embarrassment on national television that they gave us. Because let's remember here, when we lost 9-0 in Madison Square Garden on Wednesday the 17th, it wasn't just on local cable. It wasn't just on Xfinity. It wasn't just playing in New York. We were prime time NHL network. We were on the main stage. The whole world could see us. And we got embarrassed. 9-0. Are you kidding me? 9-0. And then, now we're not on the main stage. We're not on national television on Thursday the 25th when they come to the Wells Fargo Center. But you would think that you would have a little extra drive in you, a little extra motivation to put an ass whooping on them, or at least win. You don't have to beat them 9-0. That doesn't always happen. But at least win, or at least fight. So we come into this game, and I'm thinking, all right, there's no way that this is going to happen again, right? There's no way. And lo and behold, the Rangers go up 3-0 first period. And I'm like, what? 3-0? Okay. This is how we're gonna play this game. And to think, you have Carter Hart back there. Now, there's a lot of things that came out in the presser about Carter Hart on how he lives by himself and how he's been alone most of this quarantine COVID era of humanity. So do you feel bad for the guy? I don't know. Maybe he likes to be alone. I'm not too sure. But you have this young goaltender that's trying to fight reality outside of the rink. And then you have this young goaltender that's also fighting his battles within the rink. I mean, come on. Where's the team effort? Where's the team play? It just baffles my mind on how we just play so poorly in front of this guy. When we also do the same thing in front of Moose. I'm not saying that we play better in front of Moose. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it's just come on. 3-0 in the end of the first period. We had 44 shots on net against the Rangers. They had 22. We doubled the amount of scoring chances, and they almost tripled the amount of actual goals. To me, that says defensive breakdowns through and through. Now, I watched the whole game. It wasn't easy, but I watched the whole game, and there were some goals that were given up that I was kind of like, all right, that's not on the defense. That's on Moose. That's on Hart. But we can't keep doing this. We can't keep bouncing back and forth between goalies within games. We even saw we even saw in this season where I think it was Moose started the game. He got pulled. Hart went in to finish the period. And then in the next period, we started Moose again. Like, what is going on, man? What is going on? Our defense, um, I come on. I come on. But a couple positives that I don't want to actually. You know what? I will circle back. I'm going to circle back to the presser because there's a couple things that I mentioned in the last episode about how, I think that they use COVID as an excuse for these young guys. They don't really mention the older guys. But one of the things that I did want to mention is the play of Sam Morin. Now, Chuck Fletcher talked about how rehabbing his injuries over the last couple years, I think it was like 2 years, where we didn't really see Sam Morin. Like we saw him like one game in the preseason, like I think one game in the regular season, and he didn't even get that much ice time. And it was like towards the end of the year, I believe. I could be mistaken. I'll have to double check on that. But so we haven't really seen this guy, and when we drafted him, he was such a high prospect, and there was so much. There was so much at stake, I feel like, when we drafted him. Like, there was a lot of potential. The expectations were high for this guy. And I've been a fan of him since we drafted him. I like his play. I like his presence on the ice. So, he was asked, when are we going to see this guy? Like, is he ready to come back up? Because we saw a little bit of him in the beginning of the year, but not too much. But they had him playing at forward, which was very odd because he's not a forward. He's a natural defenseman. The guy's like 6'7", man. He's huge. But so Chuck Fletcher was asked whether or not we'll see him, and he said yes. And he also gave us some insight on why he was playing forward. Because the follow-up question was, well, are we going to see him at defenseman or are we going to see him at forward? And it was very interesting on how he said they had him playing forward at the lower level and at the upper level for a little bit to just work on the man's timing of the game. Interesting. Apparently his timing was so bad because of his rehab and how the lack of time on the ice just slowed his timing down. So they had him playing forward, but everyone knows he's a natural defenseman. Now, we saw him against the Rangers the other night, and it was 8-3 final score, Rangers, which sucked. But we saw Sam Morin out there, and I'll tell you what, I really enjoyed watching him. I'm excited to see him up. I'm excited to see him in the lineup. I hope he stays in the lineup, truthfully. Now, I know this is going to be aches and pains because he's going to have that learning curve where we're not going to really know where he stands. I do think he will make an impact on the ice. His presence alone when he's out there, I think, gives us that strong mentality where you're not going to come in and push us around, or especially not when he's out there, which I really like, honestly. But we'll have to see. So Sam Morin was looking for Dan's partner pretty much all game, right? And now I don't want to see this guy come out here and just start fighting everybody every game. I don't really think that's I don't think that's what we need. We do need playmakers. We do need structure. We need discipline. So the reason why I say that is because discipline is so important for us because our penalty kill's not that great. I don't even know what it is right now in the league, to be honest with you. But I'm going to find out because once I do, I'm going to be pissed when I see it because it's going to bother me. But so Sam Morin got a penalty for a little rough stuff in the beginning of the game, and it was towards the beginning of the game. Now I couldn't believe that he got a penalty over the Rangers. I don't understand why it wasn't just a like a wash where they just sent one of each, making a 4-4. I thought that would have been a better call. It leads to a goal. Now, do I think that would have been a game changer? I really don't know. It's so hard to say at this point. But Sam Morin gets called for penalty. Then, towards the end of the game, right? Towards the end of the game, there's some rough stuff, and he drops the gloves. Now, it was very questionable because a lot of people thought that he dropped the gloves, and he definitely instigated a fight. The other guy, was he ready? Who knows? I'm not too sure. From my point of view, when he grabs Lemieux, he grabs him, he drops his glove. Now, you can't hear what he's saying, but he's probably saying, like, all right, we're going. Drop your gloves. But respectfully, Sam waits for Lemieux to drop his gloves. Now, as soon as he drops his gloves and puts his hands up, it's game time. The bell is rung. And Sam takes the first punch, and he just knocks this dude. Like, he hits him so hard in the head. And he hits him twice, and it drops him. I think the first one wobbled him so much he was going to fall anyway. But the second one definitely knocked him to the ground. Gets him on the ground. Now, did he have his arm on his head a little bit? Yeah, he did. I mean, but come on. You're getting your ass beat. It's 8-3. Like, it didn't look like he was intentionally trying to hurt the guy, you know. I think that it wasn't deserve. It didn't deserve a fine, but he got fined for it. But the moral of the story here is, I really believe that Sam Morin, his presence in the lineup, is going to, it's going to get attention, because there's nobody out there. Well, there's a couple people out there that would probably fight him, but there's not a lot. There's definitely not a lot, which is good, which is a good thing, because some of these young players, they get pushed around, like they really do, like, and it pisses me off when I see like Prove and Ghost get pushed around, like, and Patrick and Lindblom. These guys aren't fighters, they can't really. I mean, will they protect themselves? Of course. Will they defend themselves? Of course. Push comes to shove, but they're not really pushing people around. You need at least one enforcer, in my opinion. So, anyway, this is the last game for the Rangers for a little bit. I don't even know, man. I just don't know. I'm actually going to be at the game today, so I'm curious. So we have 2 more games in April against the Rangers, and then that's it. We got to win, man. That is the bottom line. Like, there's no way that we can walk out of the Wells Fargo Center with a loss today. We just can't. I said like a week ago when we first started playing the Rangers that, this is probably a week and a half ago, that there's no way the Rangers are going to catch us up to catch us in the standings. It was like 28 to hold on, let me see what it was. I think we've only won like 3 times. So we have 34. It was like 28. We had 28 points, and they had like 18 points. And I'm like, oh, there's no way they're going to catch us. Well, joke's on me, because they're tied with us now. We both had 34 points. So I don't really know. Let's see. Do we have the tiebreaker over them? Let's see. Rangers, Flyers. No, we do not have the tiebreaker. They have the tiebreaker over us. They have 1, 2, 3. They have 3 games. They had 3 games. We have 2 games. So we have to win this game, because we're technically tied with them right now. And now that they're in the standing, they're close to us in the standings. I mean, there's really no getting out of. We got to win this game. And it's been confirmed that Brian Elliott is going to be in between the pipes tonight, or today, actually. It's an afternoon game. It's a 1 o'clock game. So we will see. We will see what happens. Let's check out the lineup. Because after this, we go to Buffalo. Now, can we catch up against Buffalo? Yeah, we can. But the way we're playing, I don't think any team is scared of us right now. But so here's the projected lineup for today's tilt at 1 p.m. home at the Wells Fargo Center. All right, line 1 we got JVR, Coots, and TK. Line 2 we have Hayes, Giroux, and Farabee. Line 3 we have Nolan Patrick, Oscar Lindblom, and Jake Voracek. Line 4 we got Michael Raffle, Scotty Nose Lawton, and Nicholas Akubel. And then on the defensive end, we have Ivan Provorov, Justin Braun, then Travis Sanheim, Philip Myers, and then we got Sam Morin and Shane Gostisbehere with Brian Elliott in between the pipes and Carter Hart as the backup. Scratches are Gufferson. And we still got 2 injured players. We got Frost and Haig. They're both injured. So, yeah, that's the lineup. I do like that Moran and Ghost are paired up. Maybe we'll see Ghost play with a little bit more confidence. The only thing that I'm worried about that, and this is what I was talking about, that learning curve with Sam Moran, is I don't really know how fast his defensive game is going to improve this team right away. We talked about the physical aspect of him being on the ice, but his actual defensive game, we'll have to see. If that's the case, then Ghost is going to have to step up to contribute more defensively. But it's interesting seeing Hayes, Giroux, and Farabee on the line. I think that's kind of cool, but it's just interesting to see because Giroux was on the third line, and TK was with Hayes. But, yeah, we're going to switch it up. I mean, we have to do something, right? I mean, we can't lose. We've already said that. But can't stress it enough how important it is to win. But so this is going to be my second game down in Wells Fargo Center this season with the fans, with the COVID-19 rules and everything like that. So now that I know what I'm expecting going into the game and the atmosphere and everything, I think I'll probably enjoy it a little bit more. I think I was just kind of overwhelmed the first time, just being back, not being scared or anything, but just like, it's been so long since I was in a sporting event. So that was so cool. But today, man, if we lose today, I'm be really upset. My heart is literally just going to be sad because if we lose, I feel like I just feel like our season is going down the tube. It's going down the tube fast. We're holding on for dear life. We have 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Including today, we have 27 games left in the season. So, man, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a tough road down to the end of the stretch. It's just going to be tough. And, I mean, hopefully this is our toughest month. Hopefully we can. I mean, just imagine if we could flip the script and as bad as this month has been with, let's see how many losses. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 losses and only 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. Oh, my God. So we're 4-10. That's so bad. But imagine if April is the complete opposite and we're 10-4. You know what I mean? Like, can that happen? Yeah, it could happen. Why not? It could definitely happen. But we will have to see. We will have to see if that happens. Do I think it could? Yeah, I think it could. I think it really could. But I don't know. I'm just so sad. So sad when it comes to our team and our squad. But anyway, that about wraps it up. Let's see. Goals tonight or today. I'm thinking we're going to win. I don't even know. I think if we win, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be 4-3. I'm going to go with let's look at these lineup again. 4-3. I'm going to go Michael Raffle. Jake Voracek, TK, and Oscar Lindblom. Nolan Patrick, Oscar Lindblom, TK, Michael Raffle. Did I say Patrick? No, I meant Voracek. I'm sorry. Travis Konechny, Oscar Lindblom, Jake Voracek, and Michael Raffle. They're my picks for if we score 4 goals. But yeah. So that about wraps it up. If you like what you see, like what you hear, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, leave some comments down below. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on the channel. I want to hear your thoughts on the Flyers this year. What are your thoughts on the team? What do you think we need to do? Let me know what you think about Sam Morin being in the lineup as well. But hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on that bell for notifications. You'll be notified anytime I do a live stream or post a video up on the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video. Go Flyers.